What it do? This is your brother Bishop of Bishop's Own TV, and today I want to talk about Kizazi Moto. Kizazi Moto, Generation Fire. Man, I've been looking on YouTube. I haven't seen a lot of people talking about this anthology, this animated anthology series that's on Disney Plus. I understand a lot of people don't have Disney Plus, but if you can find some way to watch Kizazi Moto, please do yourself a favor and watch this ASAP. Watch it right now, man. I'm telling y'all, this right here, this is a 10-part animated anthology series that is created by all African creatives. It's created by African animators. It has a team of African writers. The producer of this series is Peter Ramsey. He's an African American. You know, he's involved with Spider-Man Into the Multiverse and that whole successful series. You know, the two Spider-Man films that have really been considered some of the best Spider-Man films to date. And that's saying a lot when there's a lot of great Spider-Man films that's been put out over the past several decades. And this right here is Disney Plus' latest feature. And I gotta say, man, this right here, they did it exactly how it should be done. And what I mean by that is this series was very steeped with African presentation. I mean, everything about it was drenched in African perspectives without being off-putting and alienating people outside of the African diaspora. And they did it without compromising. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't considered, like, nobody's going to watch this and be like, man, this is too woke. It might be one episode, people might feel that way, but even then, it's just like, how could you really watch this anthology series and be turned off by it? Unless you really don't like people of African descent. But if you're a fan of science fiction, fantasy, action, and just great animation, you gotta watch this film. Because this film, I'm telling you, this right here, this series, Kizazi Moto, is 10 episodes. They're all about 15 minutes long. And I mean, I'm just blown away. First of all, the animation in this series is phenomenal. I mean, the animation is phenomenal. It goes toe-to-toe with anything coming out the West. And I'm dead serious. Anything that's coming out the West and in Japan, hey, this is up there. This is up there. This is not some of the shows. I'm not going to call them out, but this is not something that you see on YouTube where it's like, hey, go out and promote such and such. And then you watch it and you kind of disappointed because it's like, yeah, I'm trying to really support my people, but the animation is off. They're not even lip syncing enough. Like, it's just off about it. The animation is just, whew. It is like the voice acting is not good. This right here though, this here, oh man, top notch. It's created by a production company called Triggerfish Animation Studios, and they're out of South Africa. And a lot of the people who created these episodes, who are responsible for these episodes, span from different countries like South Africa, Egypt, Nigeria. I mean, most of them seem to be in South Africa. So, I mean, when I say that this right here is Africa's finest, this is Africa's finest. Like I said, they got 10 episodes, and my favorite happens to be The Spirit Racer, which is episode 2. That is an amazing episode. Another favorite of mine is episode 4, and that's Surf Sengoma, which again, that's about a futuristic dystopian Durban, South Africa. I think it's set like 2050, and it's about two friends who, you know, are illegally surfing, and they run into this wild gang. I mean, the animation on that is just, man, it's like it's like jaw dropping how crazy this animation is. I think the episode 3 is Morime. I can't really pronounce it, but Man, that's one of my favorite ones right there, right off the bat. It's an emotional. I mean, it just really grips at the heart. Episode 3. It's very emotional, man. And I just, man, even if you're not a fan of science fiction, I think people would generally love that episode in particular. There's just so many things. Hatima, that's episode 7. That's about 2 different civilizations, or so we think, are battling each other, and then they come to a discovery. I'm not gonna do any spoiler alerts and stuff, but it's a great episode, man. Man, I felt like 10 was not enough. It was that good. Like, each and every one of them were good to me, but those in particular stood out to me. Now, this is the first series, and hopefully Disney Plus continues to do more of these, because it is I don't understand why Disney Plus isn't promoting this enough. Maybe they don't think, and I'm not trying to, push this on Disney, but maybe they don't think the Western audiences will gravitate to this more. But if they promoted this more, I'm telling you, people would jump on this, because this deserves more recognition. It deserves way more recognition. I mean, this is how you do Afrofuturism on the screen. This is how you do it. But at the same time, it doesn't compromise. It's not trying to lose itself to gain an audience outside of Africa. It embraces Africa entirely, while at the same time, once again, being relatable to any and everybody. So I encourage people to find some way to watch Kizazi Moto. Even if you don't have Disney Plus, hey, it's worth it. I'm trying to tell you, it's worth it, at least on this alone. And I'm telling you right now, Kizazi Moto needs your support. It needs your support, because if this thing generates more viewership, I guarantee you studios are going to put more money into not only creators from the continent, but African people all over the diaspora. So with that said, man, hey, once again, I'm urging y'all to go support this work. Support this anthology series, because if you support stuff like this, if the viewership goes up, then hey, you'll see more content that tells things from a Black perspective. You'll see more films and more TV shows where it's not just relying on stereotypes. It's not relying on trauma porn to grab at your emotions, and they're just telling genuine stories, normal stories, science fiction, all that good stuff, horror, without the trauma, without the overbearing message, which I'm not against, but I'm just saying, if you just want something that fits into the norm of everybody else, everything else that's out there that rivals anime, manga, and Western animated TV and film, go watch Kizazi Moto. I promise y'all gonna like it. All right, with that said, don't forget to like and subscribe. Until next time, holla.